Just quick, I don't have any papers today. I want to do something different. I'm going to talk about my favorite subject today. Okay? This is the subject that, as I've reflected on my life, this is the thing I've been trying to do all my life. And I think, here's why. Because I think all of us get an assignment when we come into this world. And not everyone accepts that assignment, but I think we all get it. And here's the assignment. The assignment is to find something great in you because it's in every single person. You have something that's great. And if you can find it and you can bring it into the world, that's your assignment. Like everyone gets that assignment. I get emotional about this because I realize that's what I've been trying to do my whole life. I've been trying to live a great life and I've been trying to find greatness in others and try to draw it out so it can be real. And there's many reasons not to live your life great. There's many reasons, and there's one reason why you should do it. And here's the one reason. Because it's the only life you'll ever really love. It's the only life. If you're meant for greatness and you live something less than that, how are you going to love that life? You might like it, you might be okay with it, but you're not going to love it. If you live the life you were meant to live, which is greatness, you will love that life. Now that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. I went to, my daughter played last night at over in West Ishpeming. We went to the Cone. Anyone been to the Cone for a treat there? All right, one person. We went there, and we sat down on the picnic table, and there's this lady there, and someone I knew said to her, "Hey, how's it going?" And she said, "Oh, not good." And she had a lot of things going on. It sounded like her son had died, and her sister had died, and she had some trouble with a job and all these things. And, it's real, but it's weird. Like, to live a great life, you have to do this kind of different balance. And here's what I mean by that. Like, if you have things that happen to you and you never talk about them, they actually never get out and you get stuck. But if you have things that happen to you and you talk about it constantly, guess what happens? You get stuck because you relive that experience all the time. So it's somewhere in the middle of you have to be able to share things that are difficult, but you can't get stuck only fixated on those things. Like, you have to be able to make it past that. So being great doesn't mean that you have an easy life. For me, I've dealt with abuse. I've been cheated on, I've been taken advantage of, I've been stolen from, I've been divorced, I've had my wife die of cancer, and I've made lots of stupid decisions. I've experienced all those things and many more. But you know what? You can't stop, because greatness is about progress. And if you will do these couple of things, I'll just do it quickly, you can keep progressing. Because the thing is, whatever happens to you, you can't stop. You gotta keep going, even if it's something that's really tough. If you stop, you get stuck. If you progress, you can find your greatness still. And here's, like, those hard things that happen, a few years after that, you don't even think about them anymore. If you keep moving, it just doesn't bother you. So here's how you find your greatness. You first have to find it, okay? Find it is a combination of a couple things. I'll just go quick. You have to figure out what you really want and what you don't want. Now that's hard to do as a high school or a junior high kid, but you have to keep looking for what do I like, what do I want, and what do I not want. It's kind of like your North Pole and your South Pole, okay? Fixate towards what you want, move toward it. Sometimes you figure out, I don't like that, go south, okay, I want to go this way. It just gives you an orientation between what you want and what you don't want. Second thing is you got to feel it. Now what do I mean by feel it? You have to be able to develop in yourself what's right and isn't right. Like sometimes I want this, I don't want that. But sometimes you have to realize what is really need to be for you, because your greatness is not the same as the person sitting next to you. And it's really hard to develop, but you've got to develop that inner sense of what greatness is for you. You have to be able to define it. So you have to find it, you have to feel it to make sure it resonates with you, and then you have to finish it. And that's the hardest part. Because you'll see people throughout your life in athletics, in school, and work when you get older, and all these things that are great for a period of time. A lot of you have been great for a period of time. But then you have to sustain that and keep going, because sometimes you're going to come to a spot where you might be not great for a while. But you got to keep going and get through it. So with those find it, feel it, and finish it, you develop resonance to know what's true for you and what's good for you through aligning those things. You feel it, you develop authority, because everyone has their own podcast and all these things on social media. Who's right? Who has authority and real information? That's a hard thing to figure out. And And then you have to progress through resources. You have to keep progressing and apply your resources to those things that really make the difference for you. So for me, I figured out I'm 51 years old. Like, holy cow, how did I get this old? That's what I ask myself all the time. I was joking with Ethan. I said it takes me, age to recover after I play basketball, just because it's not the same as it once was. And my purpose, as I figured out in 51 years, is exactly that. I want to live as greatly as I can, and I want to help you guys and others find greatness in themselves, and let's draw it out and make it true in the world. That's what we're looking for out of this time. So let's go get it tonight. Let's draw some greatness out, and thanks for your attention.
Go, bring it up. Go, work on three.
Greatness on three. 1, 2, 3.
Greatness. Go, hurry up.